I did the time for something I didn't do, that's when I really started thinking about social justice. I go, how can I be convicted of something I didn't do? And then I look around and I go, oh, I know why. Because nobody on the jury is a person of color. Everybody on the jury is white. Because people of color, unfortunately, sometimes get arrested and they can't serve on juries anymore. So then you're never really judged by your peers. You're judged by people who've never been in trouble, who see you as really weird for doing this weird shit. And I was all tatted I had tattoos everywhere at that time. And so as soon as I walked into that Torrance court for the thing I didn't do, I knew I was convicted. I go, they're gonna convict me. It's just the way I look. It's who I am. It's what I represent. You know, it's what they're afraid of. And the judge, when they said guilty, the judge looked at them and said, how could you find her guilty? There was no evidence. He said, but I can't change your decision, but I can minimize the time. And so he gave me 6 months. And I was really angry about that. I don't think it made me do the next thing, but it reminded me that justice doesn't exist. Not for people of color and people without money. I think those two factors are really important. I have an LGBTQI group that I run in Watts, which is the first one they've ever had. I run it there with men and women from 18 to like 24, in that age range. And some are transgendered, some are just cross-dressers. They call themselves queens, and they've survived that community, you know, being who they are. And a lot of the homies know them and they're cool with them, but they've been beat up a lot on the way, you know. But we're trying to open up dialogue about that in Watts, which hasn't been easy. I had this one guy tell me, why do you tell people you're lesbian? Like, you know, he's an African-American guy. He goes, why do you tell people you're lesbian? I mean, you wouldn't know. And I go, I know. He go, but you're already brown. I'm black. If I'm gay, I ain't telling nobody because I got enough shit. And I said, well, me too. But I can't live my life pretending I'm something I'm not. Like, I can't pretend I'm not brown. I mean, there's no way I can do that. You can't pretend you're not black. But I don't like pretending I'm something else that I'm not. And that's important to the people coming up after me, the kids, because there's been so many times in groups where I deal with a lot of teens where I'll say, and I'm a lesbian, and then somebody in there will say, I think I'm bisexual. But they wouldn't have said that at any other point if they didn't feel safe. And they know I'm going to take care of them in that group.